Hello, welcome to Makeup and Menopause, a masterclass. I am Jenna Perkins, women's health and gender related nurse practitioner. Very excited to be here with Mary Beth. Mary Beth, you want
I'm
to?
so excited. Yes, I'm so excited to be here with you, Jenna, and to just introduce everybody to you and to me and to all the things that we provide. We're just going to have such a great question and answer session, kind of a workshopy method today. But let's get to know each other a little bit. I'm a sales director with Mary Kay. I've been doing this for 19 years. I call myself the makeup and skincare coach because so many women are stuck in a rut and they just don't know what to do next. So that's what I do. I help to coach them in that right direction. Tell them a little bit about you, Jenna.
Yeah, so I'm a women's health and gender related nurse practitioner, and I help women tame their most taboo concerns. So I help women with things like pelvic pain, menopause, hormone care. I started out in urogynecology, so
Mm.
your resource for peeing your pants when you don't want to anymore. So really, all the taboo subjects that you possibly don't have enough time to talk to your GYN provider about. I really like to fill in the gaps, and I am CEO and founder of Discover Her Health, and we are celebrating 3 years in business here in Alexandria.
Yes. And that's a great point. So you're in Alexandria, I'm in the Baltimore area. However, we're both virtual as well. So you do virtual appointments, I do virtual
Maryland,
appointments.
Virginia,
There we go.
Delaware, Florida. So we do have some
All
licensing.
the important East Coast states.
Yeah, yeah, working on a couple others like Massachusetts and New York too.
Very cool.
Mhm.
Awesome. So as you can see, we have a vast range of locations that we can be a resource for all of you.
Mhm.
So if you have friends in any of those states, you can refer us.
Mhm.
So let's kind of get down into it. We want to talk about all of those taboo things. And then we just want to talk about this age group in general and what's happening in those starting, I think you said starting with your 30s, right?
Yep, so
So
I'm in my
go
30s
for it.
and a lot of my friends, not a lot of my friends, but I had someone ask me like, "You're young 30 something. Why are you so focused on menopause and perimenopause?" And the real answer is that it happens sooner than you think. The average age of menopause just means you've gone a full calendar year without a period. That on average is happening around 51, 52 here in the United States. And for Black women, it could be a decade-long transition. So by 41, we could pretty much assume that every Black woman coming through my door is perimenopausal. Um, and every woman is different. So if you're having symptoms at 35, I don't want to dismiss that and say it can't be your hormones because you're not, 50, 60 years old yet. And so the transition of your ovaries kind of going out of business, I like to say, happens over time and gradually. And so you can definitely be symptomatic in your 30s. You can start to lose testosterone in your 30s, which can lead to muscle mass loss. It can lead to decreased sexual desire, weight gain. And so these symptoms, we might think of menopause as like an old lady disease, but truly it is not. And more women are starting to recognize that time period of postpartum when we're having our babies, going into perimenopause is very, very short. It gets very gray. Like, is it because I just had a baby a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago that I'm still feeling this way? Or is it because I'm actually in perimenopause? And who do I go to, right? How do I get care?
I think that's the biggest question people ask too is what do I do? So if I'm feeling off, if something doesn't feel right, if maybe I can't put my finger on it, but something inside me is not feeling awesome, and my GYN doesn't have the time of day for me because she literally sees me for 37 seconds, what do I do? And that's where you come in.
Yeah, so you can book an appointment with Discover Health. And we do a full evaluation from head to toe. So we look at your hair, your skin, your cycles, your pelvic health, all of these things, and really create a plan to get you back to feeling like yourself. Because that's what a lot of my ladies want to feel like, and not just lady, a lot of my folks, right? They want to feel like Mary Beth again. They want to feel like Jenna again, that essence, that just life that kind of shines through you starts to wane when you're not feeling like yourself. And so we just create a comprehensive plan that could be virtually or in person and really just create again a blueprint where we can start to get you feeling like yourself again.
I love that. So we were talking about the QR code and all of the bonus giveaways and freebies we are giving away because you guys are in for a treat. If you use the QR code that we have, and we're going to share it here, and then we're also going to post it on the socials and everything. You can see it right here. Dun, 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 dun. You can see we have a free symptom tracker, a virtual skin scan and seasonal color palette report. So we're going to talk about that in a little bit, and a free 10-minute consult with Nurse Jenna. So these are all things that are so useful. And if you need to learn more about what you're doing and what your body is doing, this is a perfect time to do that. And it's a great way to understand a little bit more about what Jenna provides and also what your body's doing right now. Because you had given a lot of examples, Jenna, of things that we might not recognize are symptoms. Can you give us some examples of those?
Yeah, so there are 40 plus symptoms, and you can find them on our symptom tracker. If you use the QR code, it'll take you there. But you can also just visit menopauschecklist.com. And basically, you name a body part, I'll tell you how hormone loss affects it. Starting with the hair, like you can have thinning hair, hair shedding. You can start to develop balding. You can start to develop facial hair where you never had facial hair before. Acne is a big part of it where, you're kind of in the reverse puberty. So maybe you have a seventh grader at home who's starting to develop some acne and you're also developing acne. So you got puberty and reverse puberty both affecting the skin. Fine lines, wrinkles, melasma is one that your viewers might be particularly interested in. More sunspots and propensity to sun damage. So your body just doesn't have the ability to heal itself as well. And so,
Hmm.
where you might have been able to have a little scratch before and it not really stick around, it might turn into hyperpigmentation or more long-term scarring as your body's defenses start to go down and diminish with the hormone changes in perimenopause. So, definitely affects your skin, and that is kind of the foundation, right? Before you put on your foundation. And so lots of changes that can happen that can particularly affect how you look and how you feel about yourself.
One of my big focuses is to have people feel good from the inside out and outside in, just feeling good. I think you use the term glow up, which I just loved so much. And I think that's really important that they feel good in their own skin. Maybe it includes makeup, maybe it doesn't, but feeling good in your own skin and feeling good in yourself and your confidence is just so important. And I have so many clients who are concerned with those things, the melasma that comes, the sun damage that comes, the hyperpigmentation that comes. And they're like, I don't know what to do because 5 years ago, this wasn't a concern for me.
Mhm.
So a combination of, I'm sure, your expertise and some great skincare routines and processes would help that for sure, right?
100%. So yeah, we can replace the hormones that are starting to, be on their way out with hormone replacement therapy, and that can really contribute to your glow up. We can give you topical hormones if you're not interested in systemic hormones because whatever reason, you can use things like on your face, on your hands. The back of your hands are actually one of the
Yes.
first signs of aging, in your neck.
Yes.
So we can give you like topical hormones that can really help to beef up the tissue, just make it a little bit more plump, have it not be so dry and crinkly, right?
Hmm.
That can be super helpful and contributing to your glow up. And then, of course, pay attention to Mary Beth so you can learn these different techniques on how to apply your makeup for your changing face.
Yes, well, that's a great segue. So there are
Mhm.
a couple tips when we're working with this age group that we want to kind of touch on. And there are so many people who are like, "Oh, I'm X age, therefore I can't wear blank." And I'm like, it's not like that. It's not like that nowadays. So there are a couple fun tips I was going to share with you guys, just so you could take this home and play with it. But again, by scanning that QR code, you're going to get a custom scan and seasonal palette report. I love the seasonal palette report because is like the whole season thing, not like the coolest thing ever. And everybody's commenting on what their season is, if they're cool or warm toned. And it just helps picking out clothes every day so much easier. So a couple things. Once we're in that 45 to 55 or 45 to 60 age range, we start noticing some changes. So drier, thinner skin, just like what Jenna was saying. So hydration is so important. One of my favorite skincare hacks is to double up on eye cream every single night. So that means you usually put like a pea size on your ring finger and you dab it and you kind of apply it to your eye area. Do double. Do one layer, let it set for a second, then do another layer because your eyes are so thin and delicate and they will just absorb all of that hydration. You can be a little puffy from extra hydration overnight, but in the morning, you will be so happy. So doubling up on eye cream at night is so fun. And making sure you have a killer hydration heavy product for nighttime. So utilizing maybe a thicker moisturizer, maybe using a facial oil that doesn't clog your pores. These are things that you can use every single night that will just help again with that hydration level. So in the morning, you're going to feel glowy and plump and beautiful, and you're just going to be so happy. You pair that with some of the hormone replacements, and you're going to feel like a whole new woman. Truly, it's just gonna be incredible. Lightweight foundations are key. You want to kind of stay away from shimmery stuff. You want a little bit of glow, but not shimmer. And there's a very fine line that comes with that. So that's why having a makeup coach will help you because we can guide you to say, hey, girl, that's awesome for like the 22-year-olds, but that's probably not going to be great for us. Also, having things milled very finely so that they don't settle in fine lines and wrinkles. That's a key because we don't want to have that. That's one of the biggest sources of feedback I get is I don't like my eyeshadow to settle. I don't like my powder to settle. So having it milled very finely by your whoever the product creator is really helpful. And then that youthful glow. And Jenna, you can talk about this too. You can get that from skincare, you can get that from makeup, you can get that from exercise, you can get that from so many different pieces on my end and from Jenna's end. But having that natural flush and looking like maybe you just ran around a little bit, you have a little flush, but it's a healthy glow. That's important. And so everybody wants that feel. The subtle warmth that you can bring to your face with either a blush or a bronzer is really, really important. So those are kind of some of the tips that I have.
I love it. And some of the tools that we have that would be complementary would be an estriol hydrating face cream. So it's a
Ooh.
topical hormone that we get compounded with like a CeraVe
Mm-hmm.
moisturizer. And so you can put that on your face at night and it gives you estriol, which is a little bit different than estradiol, which most people are familiar with because the estradiol can actually cause some darkening and it can activate the melanin in some folks. And so you can have some skin darkening. But when you use the weaker form, estriol, that risk is a little bit lower. So we can
Mm-hmm.
compound it at a specialty pharmacy, and that's available with a prescription. And that could be what you are using overnight, to your point, Mary Beth.
There
Um,
you go.
and then one of the other things I love for glowing skin is a good laser session. So
Oh, tell me about that.
we use the ND-YAG laser. So notably, most people use that for like laser hair removal. So the,
Mhm.
pesky little hairs. And I would caution everybody to get those removed if you want them removed before they turn gray. Once they turn gray, it's nearly
You
impossible to
can't.
get rid of them.
Yep. The darker, the better.
Mhm. But this laser, we use Aerolase laser is the brand, and it also can help to do skin rejuvenation. So we do a few more passes, and it can help with the fine lines, the wrinkles, and create again more of that plumpness in the tissue. So it helps to kind of boost your body's natural ability to create collagen, which is what we
Yes.
definitely need.
Oh my gosh, we need that. What are your thoughts? This is super random, but what are your thoughts on collagen powder and adding it to, let's say, your coffee or like a collagen broth? Do you have any
Yeah.
thoughts on that?
I think that if you're going to spend money on a collagen powder, you want to make sure you've done everything in your power to optimize your hormones first. Um,
Mm,
it's okay if you're like in your 20s and you're starting to lose a little bit of collagen, but I think we need to get to the root cause of it as we age. And you can spend a lot of money on supplements, a lot of time doing things. And if you don't address the fact that estrogen is being depleted, then you're kind of spending a lot of time and money, you
yeah,
know?
it's a band-aid because it's not going to fix it. So
Exactly.
we're talking about getting to that root issue, that root concern. And it's the same thing with skincare, honestly. Yes, we have some amazing skincare products that work beautifully, but the longevity of it isn't going to work when your hormones just keep depleting. And
Mhm.
so that's why this is such a great kind of combination to say, hey, make sure that you understand your body and what your body's going through. And let's kind of play on both ends to make sure that we aren't losing, anything out the back door. So,
Mhm.
so powerful. I love that. Um, any other thoughts about sensitivity to skin or what we can do as a next step?
Yeah, a lot of women are surprised that they start to develop new allergies in perimenopause. And so you might have been using a product for 10 years longer than that, and then suddenly your skin becomes a little bit more sensitive to it. So just be mindful that you can become allergic to new things in this phase of life. And as far as like what the next steps are, I would say meet with your GYN provider if you are concerned about hormones and think that hormone replacement therapy might be in the future for you. And if they are not experts in HRT, which most of them are not, or not comfortable in prescribing hormones, then give us a call because this is what we do all day, every day, and we will be very happy to assist in your glow up.
I love that. I
Mhm.
literally just heard from a girlfriend, and she said I went in with some hormone questions, hormone focused questions, and my GYN literally pulled up her phone and started googling stuff. And she was like, "You don't know enough to kind of advocate based on what I'm looking for." And that's exactly where you come in because they do such a vast variety of things that you specialize in this part. And so that's why this is so awesome and so important to scan the QR code, get that symptom checker, schedule that 10-minute consult because Jenna might be that, like she said, the missing link that you're looking for.
And I love this
Awesome.
work. I love it, love it. It would be an honor to help you all. And I'm not new to this. I'm true to this, as they say. And
I
it's
love it.
so satisfying. It's a lot of fun.
I can imagine. I mean, let's be clear. We both work with awesome groups of women who want to glow up and utilize the next chapter of their life to the optimum. I mean, that's what we are all about. We're all about empowering women and letting them live the second half of their life just as amazing, if not better, than their first half.
Yep, yep. It's all about finding joy in the resistance. We live in a crazy world right now. So really we have to prioritize ourselves and make sure that we are well taken care of. And that looks like making sure that you're feeling well and that you also are looking as good as you deserve to look.
I love that. Awesome. Well, thank you, Jenna. This was so much fun. Again, I'm going to share our screen so we can see this is our QR code. We're going to share it with you guys so you can see the QR code. You can utilize it. But we are so excited to meet with you. And if you do fill out the QR code, we're just going to get your information. Your information goes nowhere except to us, and we will contact you so we can set up that consultation, whether it's the skin scan and seasonal palette report or the 10-minute consult and the symptom tracker.
Mhm, mhm.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys. We'll talk to you soon. Have a wonderful day. And thank you, Jenna.
Yes, thank you so much, Mary Beth. It's good to see you
Okay.
again.